Coach, the team had a very strong performance tonight. Can you talk specifically about the way Iman played out there? He had a career high in points, and just how you've seen this game evolve this season.
He was phenomenal. I mean, on both ends of the floor. I mean, he changes the game from a defensive standpoint, and it didn't hurt him today that he had his jump shot working and scoring the ball inside and out. But he was unbelievable defensively. He really was.
Coach, you were able to utilize Carmelo at the 4 tonight. Moving forward, first of all, did you like what you see out of that smaller lineup? And moving forward, is that something you want to keep experimenting with?
I mean, we'll stay with that for a while because, now teams got to match up to us. But the last 2 outings, they had 4s that were, like Anderson is their 4. So, that's a good matchup for Melo. You're not going to find very many teams that have really big 4s that we'll match up against coming down the stretch. And if so, I got to tinker with the lineup and maybe put, Josh in and put Melo back at the 3, but we'll cross that bridge when it comes.
What changed after that first quarter when it was an even game?
Our bench came in and they really cracked the game open in the second quarter. I mean, they made shots, Novak made shots, and our defense just didn't give. And I mean, we got stops, we rebounded the ball, and we were able to come back down and score the ball. So I mean, we kind of been in that mode the last 8-9 games. I mean, where our defense is holding true for 48 minutes, and we just got to continue to do that.
Mike, can you describe how you communicated with Carmelo tonight? Just the idea of it was obvious that he was monitoring himself physically. I'm sure you were also. I know he spent time on the bike. How did that go during the course?
Well, I mean, I thought it went well. I was monitoring Barron as well, along with Carmelo, and constantly turning and asking how many minutes each guy had played. I mean, I just can't. I can't afford to lose neither one of those guys. Anybody really at this point with so many guys being banged up. So we really got to keep eyes on that and watch it closely. But, again, I feel confident and sure of our bench, man, that they can come in and get the job done. I thought Bibby came in and gave us some quality minutes in that second quarter. And I just got to get Josh in a little better shape. He's laboring a little bit in that area, but we just got to keep working with him and get his conditioning a little bit better.
Coach, what is the emphasis that you've been placing on rebounding? Because lately the Knicks have been winning the battle on the balls in a big way.
Well, that all goes hand in hand in defending. You get some key stops, man. You got to come up with the ball, and we can't just rely on Tyson to get all the rebounds. We're shorthanded. We're somewhat small now across the front line with not having Amari. So it's important that we gain rebound, and we've talked about that quite a bit. 5 guys, getting in there and sticking their nose in there and coming up with the rebounds.
Coach, do you feel, especially playing shorthanded and coming through with such a high performance against a quality team, that it can impact confidence level at this point?
Absolutely. I think our guys, you really don't know, I said this at the top, man. As a coach, man, I'm always interested in how, when you're shorthanded, who's going to step up and make plays. And we're getting it from everybody. And that, to me, is a sign of a good quality team that want to win. I mean, we're trying to play for something, and we're trying to get to the top of our division. And it's going to take one game at a time, one practice, one film session at a time. And my job and my staff is to continue to push them to get them to believe that they can do that.
Coach, you guys have the 5th hardest schedule remaining until the playoffs. How important was this game to win against one of the best teams in the league?
Well, it's a big-time win for our ball club. I haven't even looked that far down the schedule. I'm just taking it one game at a time. I didn't know we had the 5th hardest schedule. But with that being said, we just got to take it one game at a time. I can't worry about next week. We got to go to Atlanta tomorrow and get ready for the Hawks on Friday.
Mike, given the number of injuries, it looked like Carmelo sort of tried to put this game on his shoulders a little bit. What was your impression of the way he approached the game?
Well, he did. The last 2 games he's done that, and I've tried to utilize him in that area, and by giving him the ball and trying to get him. I'm still learning this team too, from a coaching standpoint, in terms of who can do what offensively. Things that that I was used to running in Atlanta. I got to kind of put players in those spots and see if they can come through. That's what we do as coaches. We live our fantasies through these guys that play out on the floor and hope that they get the job done.
Mike, you're talking about getting these guys to believe they can do it, pushing them to believe it. When you see the guys you're missing and then you're on a 21-0 run, up 39, are you watching it thinking, I can't believe this?
Well, I'm not sitting there saying I can't believe it, because if you watch this stretch we've had, it's our defense that has put us in this position. And it's been stifling the way we've been playing defense and rebounding the ball. And that's what it's going to take, man. If you're talking about winning your division or getting deep into the playoffs and possibly putting yourself in position to win a title, you're going to have to defend and rebound and hope that the offense is where it needs to be by guys being unselfish and playing together.
Coach, staying on the rebounding topic, are you more impressed with the dominance on the board tonight or the fact that you guys only turned the ball over 11 times?
Both. Mainly not turning it over, though, because we've struggled in that area. And I thought tonight we were very conscious. Barron, I thought, did a great job in directing traffic out there. And our perimeter guys, when they had the ball in their hand and had to make plays, they weren't real careless with the basketball. And that's important because it gives us opportunities to score when we're not turning it over.